Well, it is Tuesday, February 9th. Can you believe it? Already February 9th. We're gonna check our bell work together. Here we go. The first three, again, I ask you to change each mixed number into an improper fraction. And we do that by multiplying the denominator by the whole number, so 40, and then add the numerator, 49, and our denominator never changes. For number 2, 5 times 6 is 30, plus 2 is 32 fifths. And number 3, 9 times 9 is 81, plus 1 is 82 ninths. So that's what you should have for your first three. Make sure you make your corrections. For number 4, you have to do the opposite for these. You have to change each improper fraction, which means there's more on the top than on the bottom, to a mixed number. So 29 eighths, let's see, 8 times 4 is 32, that's too big, so it must be 8 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24, and to get from 24 to 29, it takes 5. So 3 and 5/8 is what you should have for that one. All right, now for this one, 27 thirds, 3 times 9 is exactly 27. So this just comes out to be a nice whole number. And that's how we can also understand this as 27 thirds. When you see a fraction, it's like a little division problem. This means 27 divided by 3, which is 9. Okay, for 43 fourths, I know that 4 times 10 is 40, and 4 times 11 is 44, and that's too much. So it has to be the 10. So 4 times 10 is 40, and then there's 3 extra to get to 43 fourths. All right, let's do our practice of multiplying fractions. We're gonna have a little quiz on this soon. 6 sevenths times 6 sevenths. Remember that we can't cross off these sixes across from one another. We can do cross simplifying. That means the diagonal of it, and that happens because of the commutative property. So I can't do anything with 6 and 7. 6 and 7 don't have a factor other than 1, so I just have to multiply. 6 times 6 is 36. 7 times 7 is 49. And we're done. There's not a number other than 1 that goes into 36 and 49. All right, for number 8, I like these. I like when I see the same digit diagonal from one another, because I know that the largest number that will go into 11 and 11 is 11. And any number goes into itself one time. Now maybe you didn't notice the 6 and the 12 could be simplified and you wrote 6/12 here. But remember, 6/12 is equal to 1/2, right? So this final answer should simplify to 1/2. You can get that by dividing 6 and 12 both by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 2 is 2. Now, if you didn't get that right away, if you had 6/12, just make sure that at the end it equals 1/2, because that's what it should simplify to. For number 9, I see a whole number here, so I'm going to put a 1 under it. And if you multiply it across, you got 140 over 10. And then you'd have to divide 140 by 10, and you get 14. Or we can say, hey, 10 and 20, 10 goes into both of those. 10 goes into 10 once, 10 goes into 20 twice. And 7 times 2 is 14, and 1 times 1 is 1. And right now that's improper. This means 14 divided by 1. That's what this means, and 14 divided by 1 is 14. For number 10, 1 and 10, I can't divide anything into 1 and 10 except for 1, and that's not going to change anything. So I'm just going to multiply. 1 times 1 is not 2. It is 1. And 10 times 10 is 100. So 1/10 times 1/10 is 100. Boom. Okay, number 11. There's actually 2 things that we can do. We can cross simplify both of these things. And again, if you didn't see that, then you're just simplifying at the end, and it's not the end of the world. It's really okay. But when I look, I see 4 and 8. I know that 4 goes into both of those. 4 is the largest number that will divide evenly into 4 and 8. 4 goes into 4 once and into 8 twice. Now, when I see 5 and 15, I know that 5 is the largest number that divides evenly into both of those. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 3 times 2 is 6. So even if you multiplied everything across, at the very end, when you finish simplifying, you should have 1/6 as your final answer. And the last one for today, I see this whole number. I'm going to put a 1 underneath it. You could go ahead and multiply the 8 by 22 to get your numerator, and 11 times 1, and then simplify it. Or I noticed with 11 and 22, 11 is the largest number that divides evenly into both. So 11 divided by 11 is 1. And 22 divided by 11 is 2. So I'm left with 8 times 2 up top and 1 times 1 on the bottom. And 16 divided by 1 is equal to 16. And you are all set with your bell work. Enjoy the rest of your day.